Welcome back to your Daily Dose. My name is Robert here with my pal and Susan. Oh, you okay?
Yes. Yes, I'm just dropping things.
Dropping things is fine.
This is real, unscripted, unedited. That was proof.
We got to have those reminders. One of the foundational parts of Yes and Exercise is what we call cinema therapy. It is a writing class based on viewing movies differently, right? We know there's movie fans everywhere. People love them, love storytelling in this form. What they don't know as much, and this is a relatively new form, is what cinema therapy is and why they might want to get involved. So you tell me, as a relatively new person to this, what is cinema therapy to you, and why do you think others might want to get involved?
I'd say the first thing is the experience, mostly you, but the experience of all the people that who have been coming is introducing me to movies I've never seen and types of movies that I haven't seen. And of course, that's a growth opportunity. And then when you get to examine it and talk about it and you kind of deep dive things, that's where I live with movies. So back in the days when Chip and I used to go to the movie theater on the rare occasion when we do now, the car ride on the way home was always the best. It is a kind of therapy. It's a deep briefing of what happened in the movie. And to anticipate doing that with you and a group of people is really fun.
So we watch movies differently, and I want to dive into that for a minute. That number one, we go scene by scene, and it's not every scene in the movie, but there will be 16 clips throughout the course of a curriculum, and we put them against the hero's journey, the version by Chris Vogler of Joseph Campbell's work, so that you can see even familiar films you may know very well. You're like, oh, of course, I've seen that a dozen times. I love that film. But I guarantee you're going to see it differently, framed in the way we do cinema therapy. And the probably most foundational film we have in the program is The Shawshank Redemption, my all-time favorite. That film has unbelievable depth to it. Every time I see it, and I have seen it, gosh, I probably over 100 times at this point.
Really?
I think so. I really do. And
Wow.
but it keeps showing me different things is why. I keep seeing the movies never change, but I've changed as I look at it differently, and I try to
Good point.
apply different things to it. It holds so much. And one of those the most famous lines is, get busy living or get busy dying. And the new tag we have for this class is really a call to adventure to everyone out there. And again, everyone, which is get busy writing or get busy dying. Tell me how you feel about that phrase, and why is writing important to you, again, from a medicinal and health standpoint?
I am so deeply in the middle of that right now with my writing that I'm doing for this course. I would have called myself a writer simply because I like the process of writing. I think I tended to do just more from the heart stuff, not fiction, not short stories, not like that. Um, Investing in the time in the experience of learning to become a better writer has been fascinating. It's been painful. It's been scary. It's really made a difference. I actually love catching myself now when I'll have a few extra words in a sentence that I realize don't need to be there. And I love catching that and taking them out. Um, uh, so to me, that's is a there's a vitality in that, Robert. There's an element of my life that is juiced and jazzed by writing now because I'm doing it better and I'm getting support, getting input from you and from my fellow classmates. It's makes it, yeah, it makes living much more fun.
I love what you said about editing, because that can be a metaphor for so many things in life, that when we just throw everything everywhere all at once, like that great movie for those, life becomes chaotic, maybe almost anarchistic. And it can be very difficult, and it can cause us to pull away, or it can cause us to isolate. Whereas when we edit and let forms become truly what they are, think of, the art form of bonsai, right? When they're just unleashing the form,
Mhm.
right? They're editing. It's the same with our stories, and it's the same with our lives. How can we prune out all the extras to ourselves become, the form that can have the greatest impact and the greatest joy in this world, right? I mean, editing can work that way, right?
That's beautiful what you just said. That needs to be a blog or something. Absolutely. Absolutely. The idea of from a small shape that looks and feels barely bones, barely there, and having it nurtured
Yeah.
is incredibly rewarding.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what we do. And I want to just put out the invite to hopefully some of our new followers, those who might be in the Stephen King community. You belong, have fun, and, get busy writing or get busy dying. That's what we do. The next Shawshank Heroes journey starts in January. You can sign up now. And also, we just announced and internally yesterday, but we can say outside, we'll be doing Back to the Future. So all you Marty McFly fans, Michael J is of course
Wow.
the most well-known person in the Parkinson's community, but that class again is open to everybody because that's what we want to do. We want more attention, focus, and personal growth in this space that ends up impacting the Parkinson's community too. So
Yeah, I want to go back to the Get Busy Dying. Should we come back and do another
yeah, I
one?
guess so. Absolutely. Let's get back. We'll see you in a minute on the next dose.